Welcome to another virtual adult improv show with the LA Connection players. Today it's the Thursday, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time team. So if you want to follow this team, you just go to our YouTube channel, LAC Comedy, and look up the 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time team. This team's been going for over a year, so we've got a lot of shows up there. In fact, we have probably close to 200 shows. We've had up to 15 teams with kids and teenagers, and a lot of adult teams. So check out our YouTube channel, LAC Comedy, on YouTube. And I'm Ken Scove, the founder and host of the show today. We got some great games today. We're going to be doing a talk show. We're going to do the Tinder chat app. It's a new thing added so you can actually just chat to people, or you could try and hook up. We have a game called Three Couple Switch, where we're going to be doing 3 scenes simultaneously. We have a eulogy today. The origins of a word. Wouldn't you want to know where a word like Madagascar, where'd that word come from? I like to know the origins of words. We have phobias. Everybody's got fears of something. These are going to be unusual fears. And then I have a radio podcast at the end. But who am I playing with today? Let's find out. Some of it's her first show. It's Ashton. It's her first show with us today. And Jamie Lee, a veteran of this cast.
Hey, everybody.
And Jovis doing, I believe, his 3rd or 4th show from England.
Yeah, you can't get rid of the Brit, I'm afraid. Hope you enjoy the show, guys.
And Allie, who's looking for a name other than guest. It's her first show.
Hello.
And Charles also goes by Charlie. First show.
Hello.
And Zeke, who has a monitor coming out of his head.
Hey, what up? It's your boy Zeke. Sorry, Skull, man. There's a lot going on in my house today. I'm just gonna put my head right by it.
I like that. You got your name behind you there, Zeke, on the way in. That way, in case you come home on a stupor, you can remember what your name is.
Whew, last night was a doozy, Skull. I'm telling
you. Zeke's been with me over a year. Funny guy. Okay, we got some really good stuff here today. I mean, really good stuff. But we're going to start with our talk show, and we're going to start with Zeke, since you've got your head in place of the monitor now. Zeke, you poop gold. That is amazing. You poop gold.
Let me tell you, Scove, it's really, it started when I was a kid. And when I was a kid, it came out the first time, just little nuggets, and really just progressed on to full-on bars.
So you don't even really need to work. All you need to do is just eat and go to the bathroom.
Unfortunately, I was and have been in what they are calling captivity. So all of my gold goes to the benefactor, or as they call it, the institution.
I see.
That's
now,
just my understanding. They take good care of me, you know.
Okay. I see.
They let me do this.
Yeah, they let you do shows with us once a month. That's really nice.
One.
Oh no, there goes some gold. Okay. Wow. I bet a lot of people would like to have that ability. I've never heard anybody else could poop gold, especially in a bar form. You actually do it in like a Fort Knox bar.
The thing is, right now, they gave me a special drink. It's called, it's one of those juice cleanses. I hear that they're popular. I'm not allowed to see the outside world much, but I hear that they're popular, and they really wanted a special blend for, I guess, some Tiffany's collection that they're printing, I guess. So it has to be very thin. So
I see.
Liquefying the gold.
Okay, that sounds good. Okay, well, thank you, Zeke. I want to move on to Jamie Lee. So, Jamie Lee, you time travel. That's amazing. Give us some of the places you've been.
Gosh, well, we're not talking places here. We're talking about times, And gosh, I mean, I've I've been to so many times right now, and I've been stuck here for a little bit, but I'm excited to get traveling again because I forgot I forgot just how weird 2021 was.
Yeah, I can see wanting to get out of this year. Well, give us some of the places you've been.
Oh my gosh. Well, man, I got to go to the Continental Congress, which was pretty cool. There was a lot of very heated debates. I got to go to the first ever Oscar ceremony. That was really fun. And I got to see the inauguration of the first robot president. You guys haven't seen that yet.
Oh, so you can travel to the future as well.
Yes, yeah, and that's really a lot more fun for me. When you talk to time travelers, they're usually men, and so they can kind of go back and forth. But for a woman, once you get past a certain point, to go to the Continental Congress, I had to dress like a man. So it's much more fun to go to the future because then I don't have to do a whole thing just to get around.
Well, I'd ask you to give us some future events, but I kind of want to find out on my own because you might kind of ruin my surprises. So I won't ask you to tell us anything that's in the future. When you go back in the past in your time travel, now, can you technically change history or you can just observe it?
Here's the interesting thing about time travel. Everything that has been changed has already been changed. So, if you go back and you try to change something, well, you've already done that. It's a very interesting, it's a lot of quantum physics and stuff, and I don't want to get into that on a talk show, but yeah, there's a whole training program to become part of this.
Okay, well, thank you. That's a really fascinating life you lead. All right, let's move over to Ashton now. And Ashton, so you charge your body with a cell phone charger.
I do. I really do. It's I don't want to take it out right now. It was a very, very long night, but it's currently plugged right on in there.
Okay, can I ask you where you plug it in?
No, you cannot.
Okay, all right, I won't ask you. We'll assume it's not a very good spot then.
It is not.
All right, so, okay. How long have you known that you could charge yourself with a cell phone charger?
Well, it kind of all started with the rise of iPhones. It specifically is an iPhone charger, one of the new ones, not one of the older ones. The old ones don't work, they don't fit. But the new ones, I don't really want to get into the how I figured it out. That's kind of my own personal thing. But when I did realize that I could do it maybe about 5 years ago, pretty much when I got a good iPhone upgrade, it was fantastic. I kind of just put it up there, and here I am.
Well, now, since you've gotten your charger, do you sleep less?
Well, I actually don't need to sleep anymore. That's the fun part.
Wow.
I can. So again, pretty much charging means that I am asleep. Technically, I can still be awake while it's charging, but I can also sleep without charging. So both.
And how long will your charge last?
Well, it depends. Usually, I do work from home, so I can just kind of be charged all the time. But if I'm to go out, I think it's going to be around, it depends on how hard I'm going, If I'm running a marathon, it's only going to be about 3 hours. If I'm just leisurely reading a book in a park, that's going to be 8. So it really depends.
Sense.
Yes.
Well, thank you very much, Ashton. I wish we all had the ability to charge yourself and sleep less or not at all. I'm going to move over to Jovis. So Jovis, you've been reincarnated, obviously, as Jovis, but you used to be Winston Churchill.
I did. I did. It was, well, when I first sort of realised I was the, well, let's be fair, saviour of the world, no one really believed me. And then all of a sudden I became a bit of an asshole, started moaning at people and maybe throwing one or two things, and suddenly people caught on that I was Sir Winston Churchill. So yeah.
Now, how did you find out? Obviously, you were reborn as Jovis. When did you
Mhm.
realize that you were actually, reincarnated and you used to be Winston Churchill? What clues did you have that told you used to be Winston Churchill?
I remember exactly when it was actually. It was when I was 3 years old, and me and my parents, we went on a little holiday or vacation, as you guys say, to the beach. And I was walking
Mhm.
along and I was looking and I was thinking, we could fight people on these beaches. And then suddenly I remembered this big old speech and I didn't know where it came from. So I asked my mum and dad about it and they said, that's an old Winston Churchill speech. And the more I looked into it, the more I could see myself within his eyes. Whenever there was photos taken,
Wow.
whenever he was, flipping people off, giving them that, I could see myself in that. And it was
Hmm.
just from then that, I mean, he was a big whiskey drinker. I started drinking whiskey when I was 7. Granted, that's a bit late
Wow.
normally,
Yeah.
but not not you need to take your time and make sure you're right about this. And
Okay.
even today, some of Churchill's characteristic things come up, and I mean, I can't go across the water now without shouting "Die Nazi scum!" So
Okay. Well, thank you. I should really call you Winston. Well, thank you, Jovis. That was very interesting. We're going to now move over to Allie. And Allie, so you do everything backwards.
Is it really backwards, or am I just the only one who's doing things forward?
Well, I mean, you walk backwards, you eat dessert before you eat your main meal. You, you shower, then you go out and do your run. I mean, you think you'd shower after you did your run. Uh, when did you discover you do everything backwards?
Um, I've always done it since I was a little kid, and it really started becoming more noticeable when I was in school and other kids were pointing it out to me. They were like, "Why are you walking backwards?" or "Why are you walking on your hands?" And I didn't think it was a problem. My parents did the same thing. They allowed me to do it. And then my teachers would bring my parents in for conferences and they were like, "Listen, this kid is not okay. Like, you need to fix this." So I've been like trying
Hmm.
to go to all these doctors and all these specialists to try to figure out why I do it, but I just do it.
Well, now, your profile says you married someone and then you started dating them.
Exactly. Isn't that what you're supposed to do? I married them. We thought we were a great fit, and then I started going on dates. It's been the best fun I've ever had. Yeah, last week we went to an amusement park. We of course wear a mask, but it was a lot of fun. A lot of great dates. A lot of flowers too.
Now, the roller coaster obviously goes forward. So do you sit in the roller coaster backwards?
I actually sit on it with my head onto the chair and my legs
Uh,
sticking up.
oh, wow. They let you do that, huh? Okay. Wow. All right. Well, listen, Allie, it's been great talking with you. I have one more person I've got to get to, and that's Charles. And Charles, you live in a bunker.
I do live in a bunker. Yes, it's quite damp and cold in here right now, but I do live in a bunker.
Okay, so why did you decide to live in a bunker?
I'm terrified of the outside world. I'm genuinely scared of everything. Bugs, that
Hmm.
freaks me the fuck out. That shit, no, no, thank you. Grass, can't do it. No, thank you. That's what cows eat. I'm not a cow.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you get your food source or electricity or water?
So I have like a hamster wheel in my in my bunker. It's actually just sitting right over there, And when I feel the need to, and when I need power, I just hop on my little hamster wheel and then just run like that. Yeah. Water, I actually filter my own piss. So like I pee and then I filter it out. It's kind of complicated, but I still do it and it's still drinkable, And food, I eat bugs.
I thought you said you didn't like bugs at the beginning of this.
I don't like bugs. That's why I eat them. That's why they freak me out so much that I have to kill them. And so then the only way that I kill them is I pick them up and I go bite their little heads off, Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, you have a little bit of light in your bunker because I can see you right now. So you're saying this light is generated by you doing the wheel, and the wheel gives you like solar light for a while?
Essentially, like I charge up a battery with it, and so I have a little bit stored right now. The power might go out every like 5 minutes or so, just because I have to keep running. So I kind of like sanction out this time for this talk show specifically, so I have a little bit of power saved up.
Okay, well, thank you, Charlie, and thank you to all of you. You're really a fascinating bunch of people. I would have never known any of the things like time travel or charging yourself or Winston Churchill, walking and doing everything backwards, pooping gold and living in a bunker. What a great collection of people. He's still working on that poop. Okay, well, I wish we could get some of that gold for us. We could all have a go time travel with Jamie Lee. Thank you all for watching my talk show. All right, we're going to move on now to the Tinder chat app. So everyone can minimize themselves except for Jovis. Jovis is going to be our experiment today. We've just introduced the Tinder chat app. So that way you can, let's have Gold Kid, go ahead and minimize yourself, but we don't want to see you pooping any more gold on the set. Okay, there he goes. All right, so Jovis, so we're going to experiment with you. I'm going to kind of watch. You're the first person we've decided to try the chat app. So normally Tinder is like a hookup app, but we add the chat part of it, so you can just not always try and pick people up. You might want to meet friends or partners in business or whatever you want to chat about. It's up to you. I have 5 people. 5 people here that you can meet. Okay, and all you got to do is swipe right or left, and the next person will come in, and that person will go away. Okay, so I'm going to go away right now, but I'll be watching you from backstage, seeing how this works, because this is our first experiment with the chat app. And let's bring in your first one, Jovis. I'm going to leave now, and let's bring in, I think, number 1. Let's bring her in right now.
Hello.
Hi.
Thank you for calling tech support. My name is June, like the bug, not the month. How can I help you today?
No, I don't need tech support. I'm here looking for a business partner for my cannibal business.
Do you have an issue with your computer, sir?
No, the computer's fine. I'm looking for like a business partner, really.
We only do Dell computers here, sir. We don't do the Yamakaze or the Samsung. We don't do those kind of things.
I don't have a Dell computer. I'm looking maybe to kill Adele and to eat her, really. But I'm looking for someone to help me with that.
Would you like to buy one, and then you can do whatever you want? Do you want Adele?
What, as in the human singer that I can cut up and eat?
I could probably get that. I might have to talk to my manager.
Yeah, well, that sounds good. I'll tell you what, I'm going to, I think on this app I can put you to the side for now, and I'll come back to you June, yeah?
Yeah, can I transfer you? Is that all right?
Yep, yeah, I'll tell you what, I'll just transfer you, okay?
Okay, okay.
Yeah, cheers, thanks. Christ alive, some of the people on here, I'm just trying to look for a cannibal. Right, who's next?
It was supposed to be Zeke.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Jovis. I'm looking for a fellow cannibal to find humans, kill them, eat them, and start a business.
Well, I'm looking for love. What you talking about? Start a business.
I want to
eat people.
You do want to eat people?
Yeah.
Oh, see, perfect. That's exactly what I'm looking
But
for.
I don't want to start a business. What's this thing
what?
about a business?
Well, we could start a work.
I don't get in business with no Brits.
Well, it's a bit racist, but okay. I think you'll find as well that the Brits are sort of a bit better than the Americans at business, but we won't get into that.
I'm not an American.
Where are you? Where are you from?
I don't really know, but I live in Oklahoma, but I'm not from America.
Okay.
You understand?
So
I don't identify with this country.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I don't need an American to be part of this business. But if, like I said, if you're a fellow cannibal, then we can put love into the business.
You just look so delicious. I do like. I'm sorry. I can't help it. There's just something about white meat.
Okay, I definitely. I'll tell you what. I'm going to swipe to the side for you to keep you safe because I think I've got a couple more people to see. But definitely stay on the line if you can.
Yeah, I got you.
Get a bit flustered here now.
Are you the Google?
Am I the what?
Are you the Google? I'm supposed to use Google for work. My boss told me. And are you the Google? Can I ask you the question?
You can ask me some questions, but I'm not Google. I'm looking for someone to start a business with.
Oh, you're the LinkedIn. Oh, the LinkedIn. Oh.
No, I'm not the linked. I'm not in like a business social media operating system. I'm just a person who's looking for another person to start a cannibal business with.
Oh, the cannibal. Oh, it must be one of those memes. The cannibals must be a new meme. Oh, okay, yeah, I know how to do the meme thing. I do a dance, right?
What's the
meme?
Do you mean a meme?
Do it for the Vine or the clock tick? Yeah.
I've got a feeling you're sort of on the wrong site here, so I don't think we'll carry on any further here because I think you need to go back to sort of technology school or something. Maybe there's a grandson you can ask.
Oh, good luck, son. Good luck, Jeeves. Go ask Jeeves.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, see ya. Yeah. Hi,
how you doing?
Yeah, not bad. You?
Oh, I'm all right. Yeah, I'm just on here spreading a message, a good message, I think. Looking for people, also, you know.
Yeah, cool. Well, yeah, I'm looking for someone to help, start a business with. So, what sort of message are you?
I need people to make sure. Oh, this is reversed, but it says check your prostate.
Oh, okay. And well, the business that I'm coming up with, we wouldn't primarily be checking their prostates because, well, with respect, we wouldn't care.
Why wouldn't you check the prostate? The prostate is an important gland in the male anatomy. You know.
Yeah, it's important when you're alive, but I'm not planning for many of my clients to be alive in the end.
You want them to get prostate cancer? That's what.
No, I don't want that. I just want them to
you don't want them to be alive, and you don't want them to check their prostate.
I just want them to die naturally with their heads off. It's not too much to ask.
I'm smelling what you're stepping in. I'm smelling what you're stepping in. So you want to eat people?
Exactly, and I'm looking for someone to help start a business where we can get this off the ground.
Right, yeah. You know what? I actually think that we could be good business partners because I can check their prostates to see if they have any, cancer or whatnot, and I make sure the meat's good, Because if they have cancer,
yeah, that's a really good idea. Can I just ask you one question, though?
Yeah, of course.
Why are you so obsessed with checking men's prostates?
We should ask another question or something like that.
I'll ask another question a bit later, or I'll just swipe you for now.
Right, yeah, of course.
Right.
See you later.
See you later. I thought Tinder was meant to be normal. Hi. Hi. Hi.
What is all, Dad?
I think we just lost a connection there. Hi, I'm Jovis. I'm on here looking for like a new business partner.
Oh, cool. I have my own business too.
Oh, perfect. What business are you in?
I spray paint skateboards without people knowing, and then I charge them $50. It's great.
Oh, it sounds a bit like you're a bit of a con artist.
What do you mean?
Well, they didn't ask for you to spray, though. They didn't.
What
ask.
accent is that?
Well, I'm from Britain, so it's a.
Is that from Oklahoma?
No, it's quite. Think of Oklahoma. Think of pretty much the opposite. Well, maybe not the north of the UK, but anyway.
Oh,
So,
okay. Well,
yeah, but so
what's
anyway.
your
Well, my business is we get people in, and then we very gently cut their heads off, and then we mash them into food and sell it at extraordinary prices.
Oh, that's cool. Can
Yeah,
we spray them?
I wouldn't, only because unless it's edible spray paint.
Oh, I mean, we can make that a business venture.
Yeah,
spray paint edible.
Yeah, that's definitely an option. Yeah.
I'm really down for this. I think it's great, but since I'm actually a business owner and I know how to make money and where the money works and stuff, I think we should talk about the pricing and the percentages of each. So I'll go ahead and I'll take 70%.
Oh well, no. I was thinking more 60-40 for me to begin with, and then we see how the business goes.
Okay. 60 for me. Yeah,
No,
I get that.
no.
But I'm a business owner already, so I think 70 is more fair.
Do you know what? Yeah.
68.
Yeah. Do you know what? I'll tell you what. We'll keep that in mind. I'm going to swipe you for now, and then we'll keep that pricing structure in mind.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Totally, dude.
Diploma.
Yeah. Bye now.
All right, Jovis, that's fantastic. You were our first guinea pig. I'm sorry that some of the people you met were maybe not up to your needs for your business, but we'll have you back again. Thanks for testing our chat app.
Thanks for having me.
All right, you can stay out here with everybody else. Let's bring the whole cast out because we're going to do a game called Three Couples Switch. And each one of these teams gets to go around 3 times and develop their scene. So the first pair is going to be Ashton and Allie, and you're going to be influencers. Okay? So you can go minimize yourself off to the side, and if you want to use the chat to talk to each other about what your influence is, you can do that. You can talk to each other in the chat. Okay? So get yourself into character. Okay, the next one's going to be Zeke and Jamie, and you're going to be part of a weird cult. Okay? So you can be cult of any kind of cult that you want. The cult, not the cult of pooping gold, anything but that. Okay, so go ahead and you guys minimize yourself and get ready to go into your weird cult. Okay, and then we're going to have Jovis and Charlie, and you're grave diggers. Grave diggers, okay? Here we good, okay? So go ahead and minimize yourself, and I'll tell the audience how we played this game, okay? So we'll start with Ashton and Allie would be out here first, and when I say switch, then it would be Zeke and Jamie, and they'd be doing the weird cult, and then I'd say switch, and Jovis and Charlie would be the grave diggers. And they'll always be the same suggestions, influencers, weird cult, and grave diggers in that order, and we'll go around 3 times. So I'm going to start out with Ashton and Allie. Come on out here as the influencers. I'm going to minimize myself, and this is 3 couple switch.
Hi.
Okay. So I saw new trend that's going around on TikTok. Are you ready for this? Because I don't.
I'm ready. Wait, hold on. Wait. I'm ready.
Okay, perfect. We are going to do a dance. It's called the Renegade.
The Renegade?
Yeah, like that, like popular rock song. The Renegade.
By Styx.
Yes. Okay, so you know where we're going.
I know where we're going with this. Okay, I'm ready. I don't know what the dance is, but I'm like ready to go.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, switch, wiggle, clap, clap.
We have to hold on. You're not counting like with numbers. Like you have to use numbers, otherwise I don't know when the wiggle is, and I don't want to hit the wiggle on the wrong beat.
Oh, okay. So, 5, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. Wiggle.
That
That makes sense?
7, 8. Wiggle. So the wiggle is after 8. So it's not even on 8.
Yeah, it's after. It's that.
I don't really like that.
Switch. It's a weird cult.
We need to drive up membership.
You are supposed to take care of these things. The Grand Wizard will not be happy.
I have an idea that I think will work. I think for fall, we rebrand and become the Cult of Pumpkin Spice.
I like pumpkin spice.
We burn pumpkin spice incense, get people in off the street, give out pumpkin spice flavored juice at every meeting.
Can I still wear the mask?
Oh, yes. Yes, of course.
Mm.
It'll help enhance the scent. I think that by doing this in our meetings...
Wait. No. The Grand Ruler will not be happy. He will not submit to this. The Grand Ruler will not submit to this. Jackie, no. Okay, we can't do this. Okay, I'm down.
Hey, I'm just trying to think about how we can, drive up membership. It's fall. People aren't happy. People are going to be inside because it's cold. So let's,
go to their houses and steal their children and eat them.
What?
Switch. Grave diggers.
I smell a grave.
Yeah, we've got to dig another one later today.
I just hate digging up these graves. People, man.
Why do people die? It's not fair.
You know what we should do? We should tell John that we're not going to do this anymore. We should tell him. We need to stand up.
Father John's going to listen to us again after last time.
I know. I just don't know what to do, man. I just don't know what to do.
Switch. Influencers.
I'm changing the choreography.
How can you change it?
Because your choreography isn't good.
But all the top influencers are doing it.
Yeah.
Charlie D'Amelio, Addison Rae. Like, come on.
I want you to be honest with me right now.
All right, fine.
Did you pay them?
Switch. Weird cult.
Did.
Yes, sing the praises. Membership is up.
Everybody sing. Oh no. The Grand Wizard's coming. The Grand Wizard approaches!
I think he's going to be so happy that membership is up. And when we tell him how we were able to influence people and really just take advantage of that loneliness and that isolation from the past year, I think he's going to be really happy.
I stole 5 babies.
Switched.
Delicious.
Grave diggers.
I killed him. I killed Father John.
What?
It just happened. It just happened, man. I don't know. I don't know. It just kind of happened. I went to confront him about, making us dig up these graves so we could do a bone ritual, whatnot. And he said, no, you have to keep digging the graves. And something just snapped. Something just snapped, and I was like, and I killed him.
So with Father John out of the way, we can focus, on the bone rituals and getting our band together.
Exactly. See, that's what I'm thinking. But see, the problem is that we still have to dig another grave.
Switch. Influencers.
You know what? Ever
Yeah.
since you got a million likes on your last video, you've changed.
I've changed.
Yes, you've
How about
changed.
you've
It's
changed?
fun. What?
I think it's time for you to leave the hype house.
How could you? I was the one who started it. This is my house.
It's
If you
out.
don't like it, you can leave.
We've outgrown you. We've all
Switch.
decided. We all voted.
Weird cult.
You know what? Maybe we should just have a new cult rule, just like no kids, okay? No kids. This is too much.
I'm sorry.
This is
Can
not.
you hold? You have to go change, Susan. Okay, you have to go change, Susan.
You know what? I indoctrinated Susan into the kitty cult down the street. When she's old enough, she can be back with us. But for now, kitty cult is going to take care of her, okay? It's going to be great. And they're going to take the other 4, too. So it's perfect.
But
You know?
the thing is, it has so much hair.
Yep.
Switch.
And,
Grave
and
diggers.
I think it's
Right, come on. It's done now.
I'd like to say a few words
Yeah, of course.
for Father John that I killed. You were okay. Amen.
Why did you have to make it so sentimental? I just loved him so much.
Okay, that was 3 couples switch. I'm going to start crying now for Father John. All right, let's bring everybody back out. Let's bring everybody back out. But we really did have a weird cult and some strange influencers. The cult's now turned in. Look, the cultist has turned into showing his desk and camera. Oh, there he is. He's back. Okay, good. Good. You need to clean that mess up. We don't want to look at that. All right. So anyway, now we're going to go on to eulogy. And so it's a very sad day because Fork has passed away. So now each one of the cast members here will put up who they are in relation to Fork. They could be spoon. They could be knife. They could be something that uses a spork. Maybe it is a spork. Who are you in relation to Fork? And then we're going to have a little eulogy. So let's put them all up on the screen so we can see what they're choosing now. So far, they've chosen absolutely nothing. So, oh no, I have a spork is up there. We have a salad fork. We have pasta. Obviously, you definitely need a fork for pasta. We have a placemat. And
I'm going to be a bowl.
A bowl, okay. And I didn't see that again. Allie, can you put that up? Okay, don't worry about it. Then just in your chat, tell me who you want to be in the chat. Okay. Don't worry about it. I'll just identify you. Okay, the used napkin. Okay, perfect. Okay. All right, we're here to eulogize Fork today. Unexpectedly, Fork has passed away in the last 24 hours, and we're very sad. But we have some of Fork's friends here. So let's start out with placemat. Placemat, will you please eulogize Fork? You have up to about 30 seconds.
Yes, thank you. I knew, sorry, I knew Fork a very, very long time, and my favorite part of the day was always dinner time when I'd lie down and wait for them to come, lie and rub themselves on top of me. And the fact that they're gone now, that's a hard thought to replace. So I just want you to know, wherever you are, anytime anything starts rubbing against me, I'll be thinking of you. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Let's now go to Spork. Oh, I can't hear you, Spork. For some reason, we can't hear you right now.
The rumors are true. The rumors are true. Fork was my father, and I know that this might come as a surprise. We didn't have a great relationship, but I just want to say that he never gave me anything, and I'm glad that he's dead. I'm glad. He didn't care about me, and I'm working to be better. I can hold soup. He could never hold soup.
Okay, Spork. Well, your father had an illicit affair with a spoon, and if you notice, we've removed spoon from the eulogy, and we're only having you here because you're his kid, illegitimate as you are. Let's go to Pasta.
Just gotta say, man, I miss Fork so much. No one wound me up better. No one used me more than a fork. Have you ever tried to eat pasta with a spoon? Have you? You can't. You can't eat pasta with a spoon. Not ever. I know some people do like the little fork twist with the... No, you can't. I have no one else. I have no one now. He was my one and only, man. He was my one and only.
Thank you, Pasta. Let's go to Use Napkin. Use Napkin. Up. There you are.
This is so hard. I always had Fork's back, and Fork had mine. And many a times when the owners would try to throw me away, Fork was there to stop them. And now I'm gonna live the rest of my life in a trash can. Oh God, he went too soon. Oh God, the dishwasher sucks for ruining him. I need a minute. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Thank you, Use Napkin. Let's go to Salad Fork.
Fork was always right by my side, you know? I was always the opening act, starting the meal off on a good note so that by the time we got to the main course, Fork was ready. Now I'm going to have to do two jobs and, you know, take over, be both the opening act and the main event, you know, until somebody else comes along. Just like, oh, who's going to do that work now?
All right, thank you. Thank you, Salad Fork. That was very nice that Use Napkin let you use it. Let's go to Bowl now.
Hey, how y'all doing? I appreciate all y'all showing up before I do. Y'all know I like things in me. I've always just been that way, built that way. But nobody really, you know, dug in me the way Fork did. And oh, it felt so good, you know. But I was really, you know, annoyed during the eulogy Spork, like, get it together. This is your father's time. Like, what the hell? What the hell? I've been in this game for a long time. I'm a bull. I came before your ass. You understand? And, you know, talking about, I don't even know why pasta here. He ain't even in our drawer. Like, literally all the way over on the other side of the room. Like, I like that, you know, when the noodles come in the bowl, but you gone. You end up in they belly. We back in the fridge or wherever, you know what I mean? Like, hate to break it to you, bro, but your days are numbered. But anywho, Fork again. Hate to lose you. But I know they're looking at this new dinette set and kitchenette set I caught, you know, I was sitting there with cereal in me. You remember, Sport, you was there looking, not being used. No, I'm sorry. Oh, that's it. Fork, I appreciate you.
All right. Well, thank you, all of you. Thank you, Bull. That was very, very nice. We'd like to thank all of you for coming down. Spork, we're sorry that you didn't have a good relationship with your father. But we're going to have everybody come out to the room, and we're going to all look at Salad Fork and remember what the big fork used to look like. So for now, we're going to fork off, and we'll see you all next time. All right, we're moving on to a new game that they've never played before, Origins of a Word. Origins of a Word. So let's bring the whole cast back up here right now, and I'm going to give them a word, and they're going to tell us what the origin was. So if you want to take off pasta and placemat and spork and all that off your name now. All right, so let's start off with Charles. Your word, Charles, is astronaut. Astronaut. Can you give us the origin of the word astronaut?
Yeah, astronaut. So it comes from the ancient Greek astronaut, right? It essentially means you got a big ass. You're like astro, you know, just because you say ass, astronaut. It comes from, see, astronaut means you have a big ass. But when you say astronaut, it means you got a small ass. So it kind of evolved over time backwards, you know? So it means a big ass, now it means a small ass. Assy not, astro not. See, it's like you're saying, hey, you got a big ass. Not, lol, loser, you know, kind of thing. And so yeah, it means you have a small ass. And you know, in today's day and age, you don't really want to have like a small ass. You want to have like a big, you want to have like you want to have some juicy buns, you know?
So the astronauts you're saying that we send to space have to have small asses.
Exactly.
Which makes sense because that's less weight in the ship.
Exactly.
I totally get that.
If you have a big ass, you can't fit into the spacesuit. But if they kind of figured that one out the hard way, they actually sent Kim Kardashian to space, and they squeezed her into the spacesuit, you know. And so when she went out on the spacewalk, it actually ruptured. And the spacesuit ripped open because her ass was so big, and she exploded and died in the vacuum of space. So, very important to have a small ass when you go to space.
That was just astro, not the astronaut. Great. Okay, let's move over now to Jovis. Jovis, I'd like to give you this word, and then you can tell me how that happened. Margarita. The drink margarita.
Yeah, a lot of people have asked me about this, actually. So, we start with the beginning of the word mar, and that's actually Latin for whore, which is actually Spanish for whore, you know, when you find someone attractive. Because we always know that margarita is the best thing. It's a name in a pizza. So that's the mar. Then you've got the gra, and that comes from the Italian of So that's actually the sound effect that most Italians make. Well, I say that. Most Southern Italians make that noise. You don't hear the Northern Italians make it because that's just stupid. So you have the mar, you have the gra, and then you have the rita. And now the Rita's actually from a small little old lady who's from Stoke-on-Trent in the UK. And she actually went to Italy on holiday once. And she was holding, in one hand, she was holding some bread. And in the other hand, she was holding a bottle of Heinz tomato ketchup. And she was walking, and then all of a sudden she was tripped. And the two came together. And because it's Italy, it started raining cheese. And so cheese got on top of this flat bready thing with the tomato sauce. And because it's so hot, it cooked in the open air. And they said, what do we call that? And they looked at this little old lady and they went, whoa, Rita. And so hence they went, we shall call that Margarita.
Wow. Oh, we learn something new every day. Thank you very much, Jovis. Let's move over to Allie now. Allie, your word is masculine. Masculine.
So the word mask actually came from the Romans because they wore a lot of masks when they were performing and when they were fighting. And they would do decorative things to this mask to look either more expressionful when they're on stage or when they're fighting, so they intimidate people. So there's the word mask. You is talking about you, anyone, mainly anything. It's really more based on the Latin word as well, for it's you. So mask you. And then Lin is kind of based on the famous Roman god Lin, who was a very strong fighter and also loved the arts and helped build the Colosseum overnight. They say Rome wasn't built in a day. It actually was because of this god Lin. So there is the word masculine.
Wow. Interesting. Okay, let's go to Jamie Lee. Jamie Lee, your word is chocolate. Chocolate.
Oh, chocolate. Well, I mean, when candy companies were coming up with new flavors, they were just, they tried stuff with almonds, they tried stuff with peanuts, they tried the crisp rice thing, and it just wasn't working. So they went, you know what? Back to the drawing board, back to the chalkboard, but everybody was also late that day. So so when they came in, the boss said, you know what? Whatever we come up with today, we're going to call it late because you were all late. And, they named it after the chalkboard he was using. So it was chocolate. And over time, it just became chocolate because of lazy American pronunciation.
Well, thank you very much, Jamie Lee. Let's move down to Zeke. So Zeke, Chipotle. Chipotle.
Oh, not a word now. Chipotle. Let me tell you. The chi, from the Irish word charica. You know what charica means. It's a very hot pepper. Hot pepper. But you see, the chipotle, now, you go with the re, it ends with the milk. Because everything generally at chipotle, you need a little milk because it goes through you like diarrhea. So cheap, hot milk. So hot, good milk. Chipotle, hot, good shit. You know what I mean?
All right, well, thank you very much. Our last one is Ashton, and your word, Ashton, is dangerous.
Dangerous, right. So dangerous actually comes from two best friends. Their names were Dan and Jerry, and they got into the craziest things together. They're actually the reason that the Leaning Tower of Pisa is leaning. That's a fun fact in itself. So Dan and Jerry, so that's where we get the Dan, Jer. And us is kind of like, everyone was so jealous of Dan and Jerry. And they said, Dan, Jerry, can we get in on this? Can we have some fun with you guys? And Dan and Jerry said, you know what? Yes, you can. So it was actually a group just doing crazy stunts that went by Dangerous. Dangerous, eventually, is what it became. All of those people did die in a water ski accident, but we don't really like to talk about that.
Wow. Okay, well, listen, we got the origins of 6 different words from you guys, and I really appreciate that. I think we all now know a little bit more. We're going to go on to our final game. You can all stay out here. This is going to be my radio podcast, and I'm going to be talking about the California fires, which, the season actually started earlier this year, and we got great, terrible fires up in Northern California. So I'm going to be talking about the California fires and the fire season. Unfortunately, all my callers want to talk about, they don't want to go back to work. Okay, that a lot of them are now, the unemployment's running out in September here, and that's forcing them to go back to work. They do not want to go back to work. So in order of the calls, we'll have Jamie Lee call first, Allie will call second, Jovis will call third, Charlie fourth, Ashton fifth, and Zeke will be my final caller. Now, of course, I'm not going to be too happy with them because all they want to do is talk about not going back to work. Okay, so I felt you can all minimize yourself, and I'll call you in the order in which I just told you. All right. Hi, welcome to my podcast. I'm Ken Scove, and today we're going to talk about the California fires. The fires have gotten out of control. In fact, smoke's gone across the entire United States. It's been seen in downtown New York and Manhattan. It's been in Colorado where they couldn't leave their houses because of the bowl there. It's been in Boise, and the fires have gotten out of control in California again. So let's bring in my first caller. And we're going to be talking about the California fires. Caller number 1, come on out. It's Jamie Lee. Hi, Jamie Lee.
Yes, the fires are tragic. Do you think that real estate prices will be dropping because of it?
Well, if the house burns down.
Looking
yeah.
into. Yeah, because I'm looking into moving because, then maybe the office will also go down, and then I won't have to go back to the office.
Okay, well, we're not talking about your office burning down. We're talking about the California fires. We're not talking about your work, okay?
Right, which might consume my office, and then nobody can go back to work, And then I could just keep listening to your show all the time because I would have to be at work.
Well, I appreciate you listening to my show, but it's an awful thought thinking that your office is going to burn down. That's terrible. Why don't you call back when you want to talk about something nice? Thank you, Jamie Lee.
Well, it's not like
let's bring in
there, so.
Yeah, okay. All right, we're talking about the California fires. Caller number 2, come on out, and let's see if you have any. There she is, Allie. Okay, Allie, where are you from, Allie?
I'm from San Diego. More
okay,
southern.
So there has been
vacationing.
Yeah, there's been some fires there too. You're vacationing?
Yeah, I'm vacationing up near Big Bear.
Okay, well, we're not talking about vacations. We're talking about fires today. Do you have anything you want to talk about the fires? Maybe there was fires in San Diego recently. There's been fires up in Big Bear. There's been fires everywhere in California.
Yeah, I'm hoping that I don't hope there's more fires, but maybe the fires will cause us to keep unemployment longer, and then I don't have to go and I can stay in Big Bear, and vacation longer.
Right. Okay. Yeah, Allie, we're not talking about vacations. We're talking about the California fires. Okay. All right. Why don't you call back when you want to talk about the fires and not your work? Okay. Thank you, Allie. Thank you. Guys, we're not talking about your work. We're talking about California fires. Caller number 3, come on up. Jovis. Excellent. All right, Jovis, what part of California do you live in?
Oh no, I'm not from California, me. I'm from other side of Atlantic. I live in the UK, but I heard about this story and I thought, you know what? It's not good if these fires might come over and disrupt working life here in Britain.
I don't think they're going to jump the Atlantic Ocean. I just don't see that happening.
Well, it would be terrible because, I've got to go back to my teaching job next week, and if there's smoke everywhere, it's not safe, and I just don't think it'd be appropriate.
Okay, we're not talking about you going back to work, okay? We're talking about the fires. The fires are not going to be coming to England, so don't worry about it, okay? Maybe go back to work.
Then. Christ alive.
Bye-bye, okay? Stay in England, okay? All right? My God. I don't even know why he called. He doesn't even live in California. Let's get the next caller, and hopefully you do live in California. We can talk about the California fires. Charles. All right, Charles, where do you live here in California?
Burbank.
Burbank. Okay, wonderful. Burbank's a lovely place. There have been fires in Burbank, too. As of last year, there was a fire up in the mountains. So let's talk about the fires, okay? Have you ever had to evacuate?
Yeah, actually. So I was working at my job at Chipotle, right? And the fire came so close that we actually had to evacuate from Chipotle. And from that moment on, I just kind of realized that I hated my job, that I absolutely despised it. And so I quit on the spot, you know. I was like, hey, sorry, if this is the kind of environment that
you know what, Charles, let's quit this phone call, okay? I don't want to talk about you leaving your Chipotle job. We want to talk about fires, okay? Bye-bye, Charles. Really good talking to you. Stay in Burbank, okay? Let's bring out the next caller. We're talking about California fires. It's fire season. Ashton, where do you live here in California?
I'm in Long Beach. I was just wondering, did you know if the fire is anywhere near the LASIK eye surgery in Long Beach? Have you heard anything about that?
No, I don't follow where the fires are specifically to LASIK eye surgery. What's your point?
Well, I recently got a job there. I did lie on my resume, and I don't know how to do LASIK eye surgery, and I'm really, really scared. So I'm just hoping that maybe the fires will be will converge there, and I can maybe
Listen,
I'll fake my own death.
You're cutting in and out now, which is actually good, because I barely can hear you, and this is actually good because you're. Oh, now I hear you again. Oh, that's too bad. Listen, it was better when I couldn't hear you.
Well, I was going to say that, like, if the LASIK surgery place were to burn down, then I could fake my own death there, and then I wouldn't have to perform LASIK surgery.
That's arson, by the way. You're advocating arson. Okay, we're trying to get rid of the fires. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Let me give you an eye to stand on. Don't do LASIK, okay? God, give next caller. I think this is my last caller. Yes, it is. Okay, Zeke, where are you from in California?
Hey, cross the 405, Burbank.
Okay, all right. That's not exactly
the
near the 405, but that's close. Okay, fine, the Valley. Are you really from California? You just put me on.
I'm not putting you on. I just looking for something to do.
Right, but you did call to talk about the California fires, I hope.
Kinda. I just, I don't really want to go back to my job right now.
Okay, here we go.
And it's getting tough.
Yeah,
but
it's tough out there.
Yeah, I mean, it's hot too. I mean, like, the shit's burning right over there, and they want me to go back to work. It's scary. There's something about the fires for you. There now.
The fires are like the fires are in Northern California, maybe 600-700 miles away from Burbank. Okay, so that's not a reason.
The smoke. The smoke. See, look, I be wearing my mask everywhere now.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now, maybe you can put your mask on your whole head, okay, so we don't have to look at you anymore, because you're not talking about the California fires. Bye-bye. So long. I can't believe this podcast today. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about not going back to work or going back to work. That's you all read the notes on the show. You're all calling about tomorrow's show. Speaking of the show, that is our show. Let's bring out the whole cast. Good job, you guys. 3 newbies here today. Yeah. Hey, Jovis. Give Jovis a hand. Good job, Jovis.
Cheers,
Ashton, her first show. Hey. Sorry to cut you off there, Jovis. Ashton, good job.
Thank you.
And Jamie Lee.
Hey.
And our first show with Allie.
Hi, thanks.
First show, Charles.
Hey, thank you. Woo!
Always a fun guy to watch, Zeke.
Hey, thanks, y'all. Hope everybody enjoys it. Stay safe out there.
And again, I'm Ken Scove. You've been watching the LA Connection, our YouTube channel, LAC Comedy on YouTube. Check this show out. Check all the shows out. This cast will be back in 4 weeks. Bye-bye, everybody.